Alright guys, today I am taking a look at a smart Wi-Fi LED light bulb. Obviously, like all the others, this operates on the 2.4 gigahertz network as opposed to the 5 gigahertz, so when you connect it you need to make sure that is what you're utilizing. It is the equivalent of an 85 watt light bulb, and this one is only going to use about 10 watts of power. It is warm white, 2700 Kelvin, 2700 K. It is 900 lumen output. When it's white, it is actually fairly bright. When it is in a colored mode, it is not very bright. So if you plan to utilize this to light up a large area, when it's in a colored mode, I would say it's not really going to be very sufficient for that, from what I've found. But if you're using it for the white light, as far as lighting up an area, it works fine for that. It's actually pretty bright, so no issue there. And obviously the fact that it uses LED, it's going to last you a long time, and it's going to be very low in the amount of power that is required. So it uses the Smart Life app, which is also basically Toya Smart, which is what I use. So if you already have an app like that on your phone, I would suggest just sticking with one app instead of installing a bunch of different apps to do the same thing. And let me reach across here. Should have grabbed these earlier. These are the, like a little card here. You can leave a review if you want to. And then you have your user manual with all the different information. So basically all you really need to know, this is the box that it comes in. But basically all you really need to know is to turn it off and on 3 times fairly rapidly. It will begin to blink, and then you can hit the add button within the app and begin adding it. So I don't know how well that shows up, but hopefully that shows up for you guys. So basically you just tap, let me turn this way, and that turns on the light, and then you have color here, so you can play with the different colors. You can also change the brightness and different things here as far as like how pale, how defined, or how vivid it is. Here you can change the brightness and dim it down. We're in a bright room, but I can tell you this just doesn't put out a lot of light even in the dark. In colored mode, as I was mentioning before, if you tap here, you've got predetermined scenes, so it kind of adjusts based on the different parameters that have already been set forth in these predetermined scenes. So that's a nice little option to just do some quick changes. Over here you have schedule. You can add a schedule if you want to have this thing turn off and on at different points. So that's a pretty cool option. And then in your main screen with all your other smart lights, you can turn it off and on from there, or just tap on it to get into the menu. So the app is really easy. Like I said, this is Toya Smart, not Smart Life. I'm not going to install 10 different apps for 10 different smart devices when one app I found works well, and I just happen to like this app a lot. But it does work very, very quickly. It's very responsive. It does not generate a huge amount of heat. Again, it is much, much brighter, more intense. When you're utilizing the white light, you can actually use this to light an area, as opposed to the colored mode, which looks really cool, but you see it more than see because of the light that it outputs. So that's something to keep in mind. And obviously there's no hub required for this. It's just built right into the actual bulb itself. And you also can control this with a smart assistant. So if you have an Amazon Echo or a Google Assistant, you can utilize those. And if you happen to be someone who uses If This Then That, which is a pretty cool service, you can utilize that with this as well. So you have a nice little variety of options as far as the control. Anywhere you have connection, of course, you can set it up and use your phone for that purpose. But yeah, it's just a really simple, really easy to use. It looks good. There's a link below the video if you want to find out more. You can buy it in a single pack, or you can buy it in a 4-pack if you'd like. But like I said, my only real, I guess, complaint, if there was a complaint, would be that it puts out really good amount of light when it's white like this, but once you start utilizing color, you're not going to be able to utilize that light to light a very large area at all. Might work for a very small desk area as a lamp, but not going to be great as far as coverage otherwise. So that is definitely something to keep in mind. You may want to look for something a little brighter if that's your intended use. But other than that, that is pretty much it. I just wanted to show you a real quick example. Obviously you'll need to have it into either a lamp like I'm using now, or some type of fixture where you have a switch that you can turn on and leave in the on position to utilize this. So keep that in mind as well. Simple enough to do. But anyway, that's pretty much it. I just wanted to show you this really quickly. I have tons of these because they're just so convenient, and having the voice control and of course the phone control and the different scheduling is such a nice, feature set to have. So that's pretty much it. If you want to find out more, go ahead and check out the link below the video. And other than that, thanks for watching, and I hope you were able to see well enough this little demonstration just to give you a quick idea. Okay? Thanks.